Hello, hello, everybody. Hello, hello. All right, I'm going to wait for the notifications and wait for some eyeballs, and we're going to go ahead and dive in. Hello, hello, guys. Say hello as you're popping on. Super excited to be live with you tonight. Tonight, we're going to talk about the easiest way to make your first $10,000 with this one digital product. So excited. So I'm going to share the steps. I'm going to share what I believe to be the fastest way to get to not only your first $10,000, but to also help you create a plan so that it's not a fluke, right? Like we don't want to just get to $10,000 or make our first $10,000 and then not know how to have a plan in place to repeat it. And so I'm going to help you like really learn how to use this one digital product to give yourself a really, really great start. And I'm going to share exactly how I would actually go through it and how I would approach this if I was just getting started. And I can be an authority on that because believe it or not, I got started way back in 2007, almost the exact same way with almost a product very, very similar to this in the fact that it was learn and earn. And so I just want to inspire and empower more and more people by what's been like literally like changing my life this year. Everything is just happening so stinking fast. Sometimes I get so caught up, I get so emotional because I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, I want to shake myself. Like, girl, why weren't you doing this so much sooner? Like, why did it take you so long to like figure this out? Why did you make this so much harder on yourself? And I know that sounds strange because I've done really well over the years, but I just didn't have like that reliable business model. I didn't have that reliable business flow where I could just relax and enjoy my day and enjoy my life and know that like my business was going to take care of itself because like literally I just didn't have really good foundation set up. I had to work so doggone hard for it felt like every single dollar. And for once, I'm just at a phase in my business where it's not about working and striving and like pushing and pulling and grabbing and grasping, right, for every single dollar. But it's like, it's such an amazing ease and flow. And it's not that airy fairy ease and flow, but it very much so is an ease and flow that's backed by the work that I put in ahead of time. And it's like, now I'm just able to really reap the benefits, right, of the momentum that has built up and that consistently builds up. Yesterday, someone emailed me and they asked, how many hours did I work, right, to build this kind of business? And I was like, girl, how many hours did I work? You mean how many hours do I work, right? Because I have to remind her, like, I am rocking steady with this thing. This isn't something like I just set up months ago and I worked really, really hard to get this going. Right, I actually have a business where probably on average, maybe about 25 hours a week, that's like really dedicated to like business growth strategies, right? And that's like really, really amazing to have a business that's paying you, $5,000 or more every single week for it to be, halfway through the month and to already have earned over $10,000, like knowing that you're tracking, another $20,000 a month and that your business hasn't gone backwards, since the first of this year. Like these are the things I just want more and more people to step into. Oftentimes people will ask questions. They haven't asked me this, but I've seen it on like other live streams I've been on where people are earning like, we're talking to like $50,000 a month and sometimes even six figures a month. And they're like, well, if you're making all that money, like, why do you sell this course? Or if you're making all this money, why are you going live? Why are you doing videos? And I'm like, what don't you get? Right? Like, I think why some people struggle is that they have this illusion like you're just doing something so you can make money. And I don't think they realize that there are a lot of us out there. And even I really think it's the people that are really, really making the money. It's because we want to make such an impact where it's like, of course, I got to still show up. Like this wasn't just about me finding something to sell, cracking the code for myself, making a bunch of money and then not being there for the people. Because again, what comes first, the chicken or the egg, right? If we don't have these marketing strategies in place, if we're not showing up to make an impact and to inspire and empower other people, if we're not there to help other people, right? Then like, where does the money come from? right? Like there's no business that just sets of anything disappears and is not there for their customers or for their buyers or for the people, one way or another. I just think the internet is very, very delusional, right? About what it actually takes to build a business. And I think so many people are caught up on the facade and a lot of the old ways of navigating the internet, like it's a get rich quick type thing, that they don't understand that going live, creating videos, doing reels, like doing TikToks, all the things that people are doing online to be able to build an audience and sell their thing, like that's the work that's required, right? And you don't just do the work to get to a certain income level and then you stop or your business stops, right? You do the work, right? Because you are growing a business. But on the other side of it, you're also doing the work because if you're anyone like me or you have a business model like me, you want to inspire other people, right? To be able to like pick up the pieces and to be able to do it for themselves. You want to be an inspiration, right? For other people, because believe it or not, like I'm only here because people along the way have inspired me to want more for myself. Their journey, their experiences, their results inspired me, right? To want to do something more for myself, to want to learn these things, to want to get better at these things, to like every aspect of my business is because someone else inspired me to want more, right? And they showed me that more was actually possible. And so y'all, that's why I show up doing what it is that I do. That's why I share my results. And I never really thought I would be the person that would share their results, but I realized like I have to, because how in the heck do you ever know what's really, really possible for someone that might seem a lot like you? Right? How would you know what's possible if more people weren't honest and weren't real about not only what the results are for themselves, but what they're actually doing to achieve it, right? And so that's what I'm going to help you guys with tonight is we're going to talk about the fastest way that I see and the fastest way that I've experienced, right? Making money quickly. So we're going to talk about your first $10,000 with this one digital product. But also I want you to also think like, it's not just my first $10,000, but as I am setting these like bricks, we're lining up these bricks for this foundation for my first $10,000, right? That I'm actually building the foundation, right? To keep the money coming. And it's not just our first 10,000, but then it's like, how often can I earn $10,000, right? Someone write that down in the live chat. How often, right, can I earn $10,000, right? And that's what it's about. I don't know why my mouth is so dry tonight. So that's what I'm going to really, really help you guys with, all right? So I'm going to slow down. Like, I hope I got that little bit out, which is so amped, right, over the contents for tonight. And it's like I sent out to my email list. And I'll say hellos in a moment. Hello, my girl, Veronica. So super proud of you, girlfriend. I sent out to my email list tonight, is that the reason I'm qualified to share this, right, is that I've not only done this for myself, but I used to have a business, right, where I made really good money. But from month to month, I never knew what it was going to look like. Right? That's very, very scary. It's very, very vulnerable, right? I had a business that was all about clients, right? I had a business that, again, like I could have been destroyed if every single one of my clients would have fired me. And I realized like outside of my client work, I didn't have a business of my own. And so when I made this pivot last year at the age of 49, right, I knew that I wanted something more for myself where literally I could sell something or I could sell stuff, right, that I believed in and that I knew would help other people and that I could basically do videos, go live like you see me doing here, right, and then be able to make money 24/7, 365. And when this course fell in my lap, that's exactly what happened for me. I just want to share this story really quickly because I don't think some people really understand how I'm more like you than you realize, right? And I see some of y'all names out there and I hope this can help you, right? A lot of times people, they know I've been around for a long time and they think I have some kind of unfair advantage. I don't even know what an unfair advantage is, right? But I chose to learn digital marketing. I chose to learn the tech. I chose to make decisions for my business. I chose to invest in myself. Like I chose this every step of the way once I stepped onto the internet in 2007. But last year when I made this pivot, right, I first decided, and I hope this can help anyone that might be in my same shoes. I built my business initially from low-hanging fruit. Meaning I had an audience, I had an email list, I had people that were like ride or die, Steph Perez followers, right, and fans, right? And they would pretty much buy anything that I put out there. And so I made a lot of money from my existing email list, from my existing audience. But then there came a point in my business where I was like, oh my gosh, like this is coming to an end. Like my warm market, right, is burnt out. And the way that I built my business during those first few months, I knew that I couldn't rely upon that, right? And so I had to learn how to get very strategic. And it was at that moment where I realized, okay, Steph, like that's great that your knowledge you already have has gotten you this far, right? Like you made, $40,000, like I think it was 40,000 and some odd change really quickly because of your warm market. But like, so what's going to happen now? And that's when I realized, okay, I got to really dive into this training and let me see how I can refine my digital marketing skills, right? Because at that time, like I knew my YouTube channel wasn't where I needed it to be to create the kind of business that I wanted. And so literally, I feel like the last part of 2023, like November, December timeframe is when I really started to hone in on refining my skills, getting serious about my niche, knowing that I had to grow an audience. And then when I think about January, as I go back and I look at the email list that I've grown thus far, which is now over 1,000 people, I would have to go on record to say that it's a brand new audience, right? Like the 1,000, these are 1,000 people that have not bought yet, right? These are 1,000 people that are in a segment that are not buyers, right? They're just people that are looking, they've opted in to learn more. And I'm like, because I decided to refine my skills and I have a business that reaches brand new people every single day, brand new people join my email list every single day, and I make sales every day inside of my business by brand new people that I do not know, right? Like I can tell you, I really feel like I started my business from scratch in January. And so when I share my numbers, it's because I believe no matter where you are right now, in 90 days, you can decide to change your financial situation, because that's literally what I did, right? And I can't share this story enough because y'all, like sometimes I want to like jump through the screen and I want to like choke people when they're like, well, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do, or I'm trying to figure out my direction, or what are we trying to figure out? Like we know we've got to learn digital marketing. We know that we've got to develop these skills. Like we know this is the way, right? And time's going to just keep going by with or without us, right? Like with or without us, time is going by. And unfortunately, what I know from experience, there is no just staying the same. We're either progressing, right, or we're going backwards. Because if time is progressing and we're doing nothing, there is no staying the same. You're behind the curve, right? You're behind because time's already moved on, right? And so in January, starting from scratch, right? Because I was committed to a brand new audience. I earned $7,000, like just shy of $7,000 in January. And I was like, okay, this is off to a good start. I'm satisfied because I love the way my business is being built, right? February, which is a shorter month than January, right? I hit $10,000 a month in January, 10,000 and some change, right? The next month, March, right? I went up to $14,000 for that month. All right. And then last month, April, right at $20,000 a month. And this month, you guys, it's only halfway through. I'm already over $10,000 for this month, and I'm going to do over $20,000 this month. Like that's all I know is every single month I'm beating my best, right? Every single month I'm beating my best. I share that because like most of you, right? Like a lot of people, I started the year paying my bills like everybody else, right? Working for the month to pay the bills for the next month, right? Like that's just where like my life has been, right? At this point in time, I made a pivot. I took a big hit in my business when I made the pivot, right? But it was worth it because I wanted to pursue something different, right? And so a lot of people don't realize it took a really, really big hit, right? To pursue this. but then started the year like everybody else. And now I'm to a point where I look up and this was already happening. So like from March, right, my bills were already months paid in advance, right? To now we're talking about the year. I share that, you guys, because you've got to know that in 90 days, like, you can make significant strides. You can change things, right? All it takes is a decision. All it takes is a decision. All right. And so that's what I want to help you guys with tonight. All right. And again, like I said, I love sharing my experiences and my results because it has been the results of other people that have inspired me to want to go for more for myself. And I think the really exciting thing for you guys to know is I don't have the kind of business where I'm viral. I don't have a viral brand. I'm not doing 3 TikToks a day or 3 reels a day or 3 pieces of content a day. Like, that's not my story. That's not my shtick, right? Literally, I have a business that has a very, very steady, easy flow. I upload a video on Monday, a well thought out, constructed video on Monday that grows my audience every single week, grows my email list massively every single week, gains me sales all throughout the week. I go live on Thursday, live on Saturday, and that's about it, right? And I send emails, right? Like, that's about it, right? And so for me, like, my business makes me so excited, and I'm just a scotch proud of it because it's like I have a business by design. I didn't buy into someone else's idea of success. Right? I didn't believe that I had to go do 3 reels a day or 3 TikToks a day or whatever people are out there screaming that you have to do. I really believe that if I just thought my business out well, planned it well, showed up for my people, which we're going to talk about tonight, that I could have a business by design, which was the business that I envisioned in 2023 when I knew I wanted to make this pivot. Right. And I want you guys to know, when you get the right information in your hands, like, that's what this course can do. This course is going to help you first and foremost just get solid on your vision. Right. If you're going to get solid on your vision, because you can have a business your way, you're going to learn how to think out your complete business, right? What you want to sell, who you want to sell it to, how you want to sell it, all those individual things. It's going to help you put it all together. And then it's going to help you run that business the way that you, in fact, want to run it. That's what's so different about, like, this course compared to stuff that you just join and you begin promoting, right? You literally are here to learn digital marketing and learn the business of online business so that whatever you have your heart set on, you can go out there and sell it. So I have a very unique vision for my business. That's the business that I run, right, on a daily basis. And I love it because on office hours, I get to hear from people where this is not cookie cutter. We're not all out there trying to sell the roadmap. I have some people that have bought the roadmap. They don't even want to sell the roadmap. They are here to get educated because they have a vision for creating their own course or creating their own line of digital products or their coaching business. Right? But they understand they've got to learn and develop these skills in order to have a fighting chance of selling or creating anything they want to create. Right? And so I just want to get that out because I know, like, there's a lot of stuff out there right now. This is not one of those things. This is a thing where it's like Burger King. You can have it your way. This is the education that everyone needs online, right? If they want to stand a chance of actually succeeding. It's like I've been saying. Either you're going to become the digital marketer to succeed online, or you're going to pay someone to do the digital marketing for you to succeed. Become the digital marketer or pay someone. There is no middle road. All right. This course helps you learn how to become the digital marketer, right? So that you don't have to spend the thousands and thousands of dollars paying someone to do your digital marketing, right? And you're going to learn how to create an income, create the income that you desire. All right. So first off, I think it's really, 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 really cool that with this course that we have absolutely shortened the learning curve. If y'all know what I'm talking about, if you're already inside of the course, right, in the live chat, just write down shortened the learning curve, because that's really what we've done. We've shortened the learning curve so that anyone who wants to learn how to start making money online can learn how to start making money online. Right? That is first and foremost what we've done. And I just think that's such a cool thing that no matter where you are in life right now, right, you can decide to step up and you can decide to begin learning these skills. Because if it's the skills that have been holding you back, it's always going to be the skills, right, that will hold you back. So you've got to learn these things. All right. Now, this is really, really so important, because oftentimes online, I'll see people asking things like, does this work? Right? I hope this works for me. Y'all, here's the big news flash. All right, y'all, this is just information. You realize this, right? It's not a magic pill. It's not a magic wand. It's, if you are not an action taker, if you are prone to investing into things and not taking the time to learn and apply, this is going to work for you just like everything else you've invested in, meaning it's not going to work for you. There's nothing different, right? Outside, this is information. And the information is only going to be as good as your application, your ability to log in, to learn from it, and to apply it to your business, right? That's the only thing, in my opinion, that separates me from a lot of people who've been hanging around me for a long time, right? But haven't committed to their growth. Is that the way I look at information, the way that I use information, the way that I learn it, the way that I apply it, the way that I attack it, the way that I approach it, is different than someone that's looking they think that just through proximity, that's going to be enough. That's not the way it works. All right. So always remember, all right, this is information first. On top of that, we do have a ready-made digital product that you can sell if you desire. So it definitely is learn, and we do have that earn component if you desire. All right. But the learning has to come first. All right, or you're going to fare no better than you've been faring, right, if you don't gain this knowledge. All right, so when you learn what's in here, okay, this is why it's so important. When you learn what's in this course, you can then apply it to so much that you want to do online, and you're able to make money with anything that you desire to make money with. Over my 16 years, y'all, I've made money with so many things. I made money with biz ops. I made money with affiliate marketing. I made money with my own digital products that I created from scratch. I've made money from consulting offers. I've made money from coaching offers. I've made money from high ticket masterminds and mentorship programs, right? I've made money from high ticket affiliate programs. I've made money from so many things. And the common denominator with all of the success in all of those things is the fact that my backbone was digital marketing. I knew how to get out there and promote. I knew how to grow an audience. I knew how to build an email list, right? I knew how to set up very simple systems. I knew how to call people in. I knew how to communicate with people, right? I knew how to convert people, right? Very simple digital marketing skills. Okay, if you feel like you struggle with any of those things, right, that's a telltale sign that you need this information. Right? Let me know, is anyone out there, you feel like you struggle with any of those things? Do you struggle with tech setup, right? Do you struggle with content creation? Do you struggle with audience growth? Do you struggle with building your email list? Do you struggle with email marketing? Do you struggle with conversion strategies, right? Do you struggle with marketing, promoting, right? Any of those things, right? Do you struggle with using your platform of choice? Like it's not growing, you're not growing an audience, you're not getting new eyeballs, right? Those eyeballs aren't showing up on your email list, and the people that are showing up on your email list aren't buying, right? Those are the skills that you have to master. You have to begin to learn those things, right? If you want to stand a chance, right, of making it online. That's just the way it is. There is no finagling around that. There is no other way to look at it, right? Other than that, that's what it all comes down to. Growing an audience, right? Being discovered on a daily basis, growing an audience, having a percentage of those people join your email list to learn more about your offer, right? And having a percentage of those that are on your email list end up converting into a sale. If there's any breakdown there, right, the sales, right, are not likely. Are you understanding like why this is so stinking important, why you have to learn these things, right? That making sales and making money is not mystical. It's not magical. It's not something that is above you learning, right? You can absolutely learn these things if you recognize that making money is a skill. Write that down, please, that making money is a skill, period. Learning all of these things will make you skillful at actually making money. If I can learn these things, develop myself in this way, put together systems and make money, right? There's money for you to be made out there as well, right? If you decide, right, to take it as seriously. And again, that's what this is all about. All right. So why this is so special to me, why this course is so special to me, why there are so many things out there I could be marketing, I could be selling, I could be repping for, is that long before this course came along, right, I committed to learning digital marketing. I committed to making this my new way of life, right? And because I was able to do that, right, I was able to replace my nursing income, build a 6-figure business, make a lot of money online. Right? Because I committed to the skills long before there was a course like this that made it easy for anyone to commit to these skills, right? So now that we do have such a product where I can sell to anyone that's ready to commit to these skills and help them shorten their learning curve, help them shorten their earning curve, right? Allow them to see the big picture of what this is all about and not have to piecemeal their education together. Right? Yes, I want to get this in the hands of more and more people because I know that learning these skills is what set me free. It was never in the thing that I was promoting. It was always my ability to be able to go out there, grow an audience, grow an email list, and convert a percentage into sales, period. Right? That is what you want to learn. That's what all of us are doing, whether it's Reels, whether it's TikTok, whether it's Facebook, whether it's YouTube. All of this stuff you see people doing, right? They're doing it under the common denominator of we all have to grow an audience, we got to grow an email list, and we're going to make sales because of it. See, sales is the very, very last thing. Everything else before that, right, leads up to the sales. Again, because making money online is a skill. Making money, period, is a skill. So we have to learn all of those things. All right. And you guys, the one thing that I want you to know, and I'm going to break down steps for you. Y'all, no matter what your age is, please hear me on this. Right. The one thing that I love so much is that when people do reach out to me via email and they say things like, Steph, I'm 54. Steph, I'm 55. Steph, I'm 60 something. Right. Steph, I've been a nurse. I hear this all the time. Right, Steph, I've been a nurse, right? I'm approaching retirement, right? But I'm not going to have the money to retire. Or I'm broke down, right? I'm a nurse and I'm broke down physically. I can't do this anymore. I don't know if a lot of people know, but the nursing field is really, really it's crappy when it comes to retirement. It's easy to become a nurse, right? Get caught up in nursing and not provide ample retirement for yourself, depending upon where you work. That would have been me had I stayed where I was working as a nurse, because it wasn't my husband worked for the government, right? I didn't. I worked for a private entity, right? And so it was kind of like retirement was definitely a choice. It wasn't something it wasn't really supported, right? You end up it was very, very deliberate, right? And so there's a lot of nurses, right, that come to me. And it's funny because I don't even market that way, but I guess through my story, a lot of people hear, right, that I was a nurse. And so I attract a lot of nurses that are just like, Steph, I'm over it, right? I got to find a better way. And because I was a nurse and I was able, right, to get myself out of that, replace it and do what it is I'm doing now, I've inspired a lot of nurses, right? And that gets me really, really excited. But y'all, I want to know something. I want you all to know something, that at any age, you can decide to give yourself a fresh start. At any age, you can decide to give yourself a fresh start. That's what's really, really exciting. That's why I realized that I had to be incredibly transparent about my journey, about my story, because I think it's really, really important for people to know everything hasn't been perfect, that I did have struggle. Right? But even in my struggle, did I disappear? No. Did I stop doing my thing? No. Did I stop building? No. Did I stop getting better? No. I didn't do any of those things, right? I committed to my craft. I committed to this journey. I committed to refining my skills. I never stopped investing in myself, right? I never stopped believing what was possible, right? I rock steady because this became my new way of life. There was no other way, right? But to decide to get even more serious about this and to figure out and to find a way, right, to really get my breakthrough. And that's exactly what this has been for me, has been a breakthrough. And I want to help more and more people realize that for themselves. All right. So let's talk about the steps. All right. Let's talk about the fastest way, the steps that you need to follow, right, for the fastest way to make your first $10,000 with this one digital product. So number one, right, I want you to think about number one as being like your objective, right? Like, okay, I'm going to do all of this because this one thing is the most important thing with all of these steps. All right. You want to get your marketing phase going ASAP, right? For whatever it is that you're selling. If you want to get to your first $10,000 as soon as possible, and you want to begin laying that foundation, right? Whether it's $5,000 months, $10,000 months, you want to start laying that foundation for growth, right? You want to get to the marketing phase of your business as soon as possible for whatever it is that you're going to sell. All right, whether you're going to sell this course as your own, whether you're going to create a course or create some digital products, whatever it is you're going to sell, right? You want to get to that marketing phase really, really quickly. That's exactly how I got off to such a fast start when I first got started many years ago, is I made 28 sales in my very first 30 days because I bought something very similar that allowed me to learn and turn right back around and begin to sell that thing, right? And earn 100% commissions. It wasn't profits, it was commissions, right? But I got to earn 100% commissions from that book that I was selling because that's the way the business was set up. So I got to learn from it and I got to turn right back around and begin selling it because I didn't have setup. I didn't have to go create anything. I didn't have to figure out what I wanted to sell or figure out how to create a course or figure out anything. So my first 30 days, like I had proof, right, that I could actually do this. I was able to build up my confidence, right? Because I proved to myself that I could get out there, begin to shoot some simple videos on YouTube, and that people that didn't even know me would buy from me, right? And I write this down. All right. I really believe a part of your job with getting to $10,000 quickly is that you got to give yourself wins really, really quickly. Right. And that's what I did during my first 30 days with those 28 sales. And my very first sale was in 3 days of being online. Is I had that win. I had proof that this would actually work for me. I had proof that people would buy from me, right, directly from my YouTube content. Right. But do you see, I jumped into the marketing phase really, really quickly. If you can take anything away from this, that's going to be the element that's going to get you to your first $10,000 fast. And it's going to help you build the foundation, right, for whatever kind of income you want to grow month after month inside of your business. All right. Number two. All right. Again, how are we going to get to $10,000 fast with this one digital product? Okay. The second thing is you have to make up your mind that you're going to invest into the digital product, right? And then you're going to dive in, right? And get what you need out of it. There is no right or wrong way with how to go through the information, all right? It's going to look different for everyone. But what I'm going to do tonight is I'm getting ready to share with you guys how I would actually go through this as a brand new person. Like if I think back to where I was when I first came online and I knew nothing about any of this stuff. I really believe a lot of you guys have a leg up on me. You probably know so much more than I did when I came online, right, way back in 2007. However, I'm going to tell you exactly how I would approach this. If I was sitting up there right now watching this live stream or watching my videos and I decided to get started, right, I'm going to tell you exactly how I would go through this information so that I can make my first $10,000 really, really quickly. And I'm going to tell you guys, even based upon the person of 2007, right, I would probably make my first $10,000 in less than 60 days. All right, I'm going to challenge you guys with that, right? I'm telling you, I know me, and because I know the marketing phase is so stinking important, right? And I know my excitement level for what I would have my hands on, right? Within 60 days, I would have made my first $10,000 selling this course. It's only 20 customers. It's only 20 people, right? And selling something, even though it was a lesser amount, I made 28 sales in my first 30 days. So selling a $500 product, right? Again, with the way I'm going to share this with you, right? I have no doubt in my mind that in my first 60 days, it would be easy to go out there and attract 20 customers, right? Who's going to take that? Who's going to take on that challenge from today, 60 days or less, right? I want someone, you don't have to type it in here, right? But for you personally, right? I want you to take on that challenge because I'm telling you, it's more than possible. Okay. It's more than doable. This month, again, like I said, I've already done that. I've already attracted more than 20 customers in just 15 days. And I don't know any of them, meaning they all purchased from me and they're new to my world. I don't know them. They're not warm market people. They're not people that I've known for years and years and years, or even months and months and months. There are people, right, that they just come into my world, right, over these past few months, sometimes even past few days. So I'm telling you, I know what is possible, right? If you really, really follow what I'm going to share with you and you really want this for yourself, right? Let me know, do you want this, right? Put in the live chats. Yes, I want, on a scale of 1 to 10, right? How bad do you want financial transformation? Scale of 1 to 10, 10 being like yesterday, because I'm telling you, you absolutely can do it for yourself. The only thing holding you back, the only thing stopping you is you. I promise you that. I promise you that. The only thing stopping you is you. Because when I look back and I realize I could have been doing this big all along, I'm like, the only person stopping me that stopped me at that time was me. The only person that stopped me was me. Deeper than I can go into tonight in terms of a lot of the things, right? But I want to help more people get through it because at the end of the day, right, more often than not, it is us. And I'll tell you guys this little bit about mentorship is where I am right now, like where I've gotten okay with talking about my financial results. Believe it or not, that's come through mentorship. It's come from my mentor being a really great example to me, because I'm only here because she's painted a picture of what is possible, because she cared enough to share, right, her financial wins and her financial like her financial range and how she was able to get there. And when I started plugging into her, right, that's one thing she made me realize that I'm stunting my own growth, right, by having an aversion, right, to being open and honest, right, about what's happening in my business, right, for a lot of different fears of, people not wanting to think I'm bragging, all those individual things. But she made me realize, again, mentorship, right? Now, I could have simply said, like a lot of people do, they say they want mentorship, but then they do totally what's opposite what their mentor is telling them. She's someone that's where I want to be, right? Clearly, I'm going to take her advice when it comes to these things. So I'm telling y'all, if you have the opportunity to be mentored, really, really allow yourself to be mentored, whether that's me, whether that's somebody else, really allow yourself to be mentored. Because if we all could really do this on our own, why would we watch videos? Why would we watch live streams? Why would we plug into other people? Why? If we could really, really do this on our own, would we already be where we each want to be? Would we already have all that we want to have? But the fact of the matter is, no, we need people that are steps ahead of where we are. We need people that get it a little bit more than we do. We need people to be able to see the blind spots that we can actually see. We need people to actually push us right beyond what we think we're capable of, or to let us know, no, you have another step in you. You can take that other step, right? We need people. And believe it or not, that's been a really, really big catalyst this year for me, is getting over a lot of my fears that were stunting my own growth, right? That actually have allowed me to grow faster, because I am willing to put myself out there and be more transparent and be more vulnerable about my journey, right? Not always easy, but I hope that can inspire you too, because it's going to play a really big role with you going out there and laying a really strong foundation to inspire others, right? That want to get on this journey with. Why should they want to go on the journey with you? If they don't know where you're going, if they don't know who you are, if they have no reason, why should I follow you? Think about these things for a second, y'all. Why should someone follow you? Would you follow you? Right? What clues are you giving that people should follow you or listen to you or buy what you're suggesting? Why? Just because you tell them they can make a lot of money with it? Or why? People follow people. Right? Write that down, y'all. People follow people. So we have to learn how to be people to people. Our business will change no matter what it is that you want to sell. All right, let's talk about the fastest way. All right, so once you invest in the course, okay, you're going to dive in and you're going to start to learn. Now, the fastest way, this is what I would do if I was just getting started knowing nothing, is I would, if I was, again, 2007, I would start right from the beginning and I would learn all about the fundamentals, right? I would tap into the fundamentals, which is literally the first section. I would not negate the first section because, you guys, here's the thing. One of the biggest areas, one of the biggest reasons, one of the whether it's benefits, I don't know, but one of the things that I really had in my corner when I got started is I had a desire to learn. I wasn't just here to make money. I wanted to learn because I knew nothing about this. So I can tell you without a doubt, the fundamentals, that first stage, I would absolutely dive into so I could get an understanding about what making money and digital entrepreneurship and all this stuff was really about. After that, right, I would dive into the next stage, right, which is going to help me, right, with what? The automation of my business, helping me get my business set up. And no joke, I would opt to sell this course as my own. That would literally be my first step. I wouldn't be thinking that I want to go out there and create a course of my own or create a digital product. Now, I'm not saying that's wrong, right? But I know, again, in 2007, that's how I got so many sales early on. It's how I got a fast start, is that I didn't have to sit around months and months and months and months trying to create a course, trying to create a digital product, trying to create anything, right? I got to get out there really, really quickly because this ebook said that I could sell it as my own and help other people. That made so much sense to me. I just read the ebook. I learned from it. I'm incredibly excited about the prospects of what all of this can do for me. Why would I not want other people to know about it? Right? And so in this instance, I would literally, like, even though the information is there to help me create my own digital product or create my own course, or I just would not want to take the time to do that. I would want to prove to myself that I could begin to apply what I'm learning in this course and I could begin to sell this course as my own. Right? I want the proof of concept that I could actually do this, right? So I would go through the fundamentals. I would then get my system set up, and then I would dive into the marketing area. And here's the thing. I would already know what my marketing approach was going to be because whoever inspired me, that's the marketing approach I'd want to use. Well, Steph, how can you say that? Well, because in 2007, when a post on MySpace led me to YouTube, and I sat there like, oh my gosh, this is possible. And those people on YouTube that I didn't even know inspired the crap out of me and made me go down to Walmart and buy a webcam, right? And get committed to doing videos. I just knew I was going to be able to do this. I was inspired by what I saw. That's the way that I got started. I didn't try to circumvent like, well, again, y'all have so many options. You have so many things telling you that video is wrong, video is scary, video is this. When proof of concept is people are making money with it because why? They're connecting with people. Why do you watch videos? Why do you connect with people during videos? Why do you opt in from videos? Like sometimes I want to help you guys get to $10,000 quickly. And by trying to run around what's working, trying to, circumvent it, trying to jump through crazy hoops, the only way I would tell someone something like, I want to do faceless stuff, then go find someone that's doing faceless and be inspired by their work and know that you have someone to model. Y'all, that's logic right there. That's just smart. The fastest way to get the results that you want is to model what's already working for someone, right? So after my system was set up, I would say, okay, I was inspired by this chick named Steph. Right? She actually said she did the YouTube training in the course. I'm going to plug into the YouTube training. I'm going to take after her. Matter of fact, I'm going to watch her videos and I'm even going to model her videos, right? If she talks about this, I'm going to talk about this. Why can I say that with confidence? Well, because again, I made 28 sales in my first 30 days because that's what I did. I modeled the people that inspired me. Did I sound like them? No. Right? Was I perfect on video? No. But all I knew, I was smart enough to know that if it worked for some people and their videos worked on me and got my attention and made me want to do this thing, there was no way. Again, you guys see, here's that element right here where you just inserted little things like this, your business would take off. It didn't even cross my mind that I would fail doing what they did. It's impossible. That's an impossible thought to me. If what they did worked on me and got my attention, you can't tell me that I'm going to get out there and I'm going to fail doing what they're doing. You can't tell me I'm going to do videos and no one's going to take notice. No one's going to watch. No one's going to listen. No one's going to want to know what I have to offer. Because I believed that right from the get-go. I believe I brought that energy to my content, right? And that's what made people want to pay attention. It made people want to look. It made people want to know what I was up to. Yes, as a brand new person with probably way less knowledge and experience than a lot of you guys have. But I had that belief that there was no way that I was going to fail at this thing because there were already people out there doing something that was proven to work. And if I just followed in their footsteps and learned how to do it too, then I could create that level of success for myself. So I would invest in the course. I would dive in and learn the fundamentals. What is this online stuff all about? I would set my system up to sell this course as my own, even if just as a starting base. It might not be what I decide to do forever, right? But I would get started that way to prove to myself, right, that I can actually market, that I can share, right? Get my system set up. I would dive into the marketing part and I would learn whichever strategy I needed to learn, whatever marketing platform. So if I had found my mentor on Instagram, then that's probably what I would learn because clearly I'm on Instagram. I found my mentor on Instagram. Whatever they're doing, clearly it worked on me. Why would I not want to set myself up to model that? So I would learn Instagram. If I found my mentor on TikTok, and that's where I bought the course from, was from a mentor on TikTok, then I would log into the TikTok. Why would I do that? Well, because I get to learn from two aspects. I get to learn from the actual course on how to do TikTok, and I get to learn directly from the person I bought the course from as well. Why would I not? And then I would set a plan up, right, and get out there every single day, and I would begin my marketing. Why can I say that with certainty? Well, because that's what I did in 2007. Every single day while I was working full-time as a nurse, 2 little kids, right? Again, husband finishing up nursing school and all the things as well. I knew the one thing that I could do that would give me the greatest chance of making some money was marketing that thing every single day. So whether it was a video while I was driving to work, in my car at lunch, sitting at home, whatever, every single day, I uploaded some kind of video. I'm not saying that's what you got to do now. Times are different, clearly, right? But I did what felt right. I did what I felt would drive success and make sales. Right? I think too many people are looking for the perfect marketing strategy, the perfect game plan. They're looking for all the stars to be aligned, right? They're less willing to just go out there, do it ugly, do it messy, and figure it out as you go, right? The fastest path to your first $10,000 is getting your business in a state of marketing, right? As soon as possible, regardless what it is that you want to sell. Right? Marketing, promotion, people learning that you exist, learning more about your product. That's the most direct path to getting you to the money. All right. And then I would devote a few hours every single week to learning, honing my skills and my knowledge by, again, logging back into the course. And maybe I'm like, okay, now I need to learn about email marketing because now I'm starting to build an email list because my daily marketing, right, is actually starting to pay off and people are starting to opt into my email list that I set up when I set my system up. So now let me actually log into the course and let me really learn about email marketing so that I can effectively do this email marketing thing because I hear that email marketing will help me make more sales. So I would just dedicate a couple of hours every single week, right, to developing my skills, to learning more about this, to getting better at this, to learning the skills of the high income earners online. I mean, the training's right at my fingertips. What excuse do I have but to log in and just a couple of hours each week and learn these things? I have no excuse, right? It's there for me. But every single day, right, there would be some kind of game plan that I would be working to create content to make sure that I'm beginning to be discovered every single day by brand new people, right? Every single day, I would need to know that brand new people have the opportunity to learn about me, all right? So let's talk about where your money is going to come from, all right? So if you guys have any questions about that, right, make sure that you've requested, right, information on the course down below. Go to goprowithsteph.com. If you have any questions, feel free to email me, all right? Feel free to email me, all right? So let's talk about the actual, like, where your money is going to come from, all right? You're going to learn all of these things in the course, all right? But this is what you want to be thinking about. This is what you want to actually put together. All right. I hope, let me know, like, even if you're out there and you have the course, but maybe you've been lost on how to go through it, like, let me know if that was helpful, right? Like, if you're wanting a very, very fast start. And here's the thing, you start, like, let's just say, again, because your goal is to start making money quickly. You're gaining the knowledge, you're learning, you're laying a foundation, you're learning how to market, right? You're learning all these high income skills, right? You get out there, you start selling the course, right? Because it's high in demand and so many people want this information. You start making money. Who's to say, right, that you don't end up saying, you know what, I think I want to create my own digital product, or I want to create my own course, or who knows where your journey will actually go. But more often, people don't give themselves that opportunity to win because they don't give themselves the opportunity to win. You got to decide that you're going to win. You've got to decide, right, that I'm going to make a sale in the next couple of days, right? You've got to decide that. And then you've got to set things up, right, so that becomes your reality, right? Following the plan I just gave you is going to help you in doing that, right? That's going through the course, right, for the path, right, of the person that wants to make money very, very quickly. All right, Veronica says very, very helpful. Thank you, Veronica, so much for that feedback. All right, because I know a lot of people, they do want to know, like, how can I get started fast? That's what I would do. It's exactly what I would do, because that's exactly what I did in 2007, right? Then I logged back in and I started learning more about the program. I started learning about all of the income streams that were available to me. I started learning about, like, how to leverage this. I started learning about different things. Right? When I started building an email list, I started learning about email marketing. I started learning about how to leverage this email marketing thing to help me make more sales, right? Like, how many of you guys have this information, right? But literally, like, you're like, I'm not a great email marketer, right? Like, I'm not great at any of these things, but yet you have this information at your fingertips. Every single person that has access to this course, you have the opportunity to be great. You have the opportunity to change your financial situation, right, in the next 90 days. You have the opportunity to be a great marketer, to be a great promoter, right? To be great at everything that's involved with digital marketing. You have the opportunity. Like, you have the opportunity to be the shot caller. You have the opportunity to change your life from wherever it is right now, right, to whatever you want it to be. You have the opportunity to significantly increase, right, your income, to change things, to have savings, to start paying off debt, to provide a better retirement. You have that opportunity. And if you don't have your hands on this course, right, I just think I gave you every reason to get your hands on this course, right? I saw someone that said they struggle with marketing, right? Like, we're never going to get our marketing better, right, without getting our hands on the information that's going to help us get our marketing better, right? If I suck at email marketing, I'm never going to get better at email marketing until I get my hands on information that's going to give me some intel on how to be a better email marketer. That's going to teach me the steps to email marketing success, right? Like, I'm never going to be great at anything unless I get my hands on the information that's actually helping me learn, right, how to actually be better at that task, or better at that function. You guys, that's what this is all about. That is what this is all about. It's not about just buying the course so that you can sell the course. It's just not. It is about deciding to learn this stuff, to get to a place of mastering this stuff. Like, you are selling something. Has that dawned on you? Like, when we're deciding we want to make money online, we're deciding to sell something. And that means with everything that we do, right? With every video, with every live stream, with every email, with every post on my YouTube community, my mind is this going to help someone learn more about my product? Is it going to help me build deeper know, like, and trust? Is it going to intrigue them? Is it getting in front of them for another time and reminding them of what I have to offer? I realize with everything that I do, right, it is an attempt, right, to sell someone on what I have to offer, to create some form of awareness. Like, I understand with everything that I do, that is the bottom line, right? And that is the purpose. And I don't think a lot of people online that are struggling or trying to figure this out, like, they realize that is what you're doing. That's, you guys, that's why, for me, that's why I lean on YouTube, right? That's why I lean on YouTube, because YouTube helps me to do that. It helps to put me in front of people that come to YouTube and deliberately want more information. They are looking for more information on what I have to offer. I don't choose a platform because it's easy or because I have the time to do it. Everything I do because I know that it gives me a greater advantage of making sales in my business. Y'all, like, let me know if this makes sense. Because there's so much delusion that's going on out there, right? When if we start thinking about our business like a business, we would likely make better decisions, different decisions that would actually back the results we say that we want. We would start doing things differently. And that's what it's about. Y'all, that is what this is about. All right, so where your money is going to come from. All right, number one, you want to make sure you pick a niche, okay? Again, we're talking the fastest way. These things matter, okay? That you pick a niche that you are fired up to connect with and to speak to. That you pick a group of people that you will love to talk to, that you have a message for. Where it's like every single time you do your video, or you do your reel, or you do your TikTok, or you write your email, like you have this person in mind that you're actually speaking to, and you're so fired up to share the message for the day, the email for the day, whatever it is that you're doing. Like when you're in Canva, you're creating your post for your YouTube community, or you're creating your post for Facebook, or you're creating your reel, whatever, right? That you have that person in mind. All right, you've got to pick a niche of people, right, that you're going, and within that niche, a target audience, a target market that you're going to be speaking to. If you talk to everybody, if your message is not pointed, if people cannot hear you, if they don't know you're talking to them, if they don't feel like you have been a fly on their wall, you're going to find it very, very hard to make money, right? So you've got to make up your mind who the heck you're talking to. Because in everything that you're doing, you're going to talk to them. Again, I'm helping you get to your first 10,000 fast. I go back to 2007, you guys. And I'm telling you, even though I knew nothing about building a niche, I knew nothing about these technical terms. Do you know what I did every single day in my content? I saw the people that were much like me. At that time, it was the person that was struggling in MLM and network marketing. They were coming online looking for a better alternative. They didn't want to do the hotel meetings. They didn't want to bug family and friends. They were just like me. And when I found that ebook that hit me on to how we can start making money online, and I fell into that community of people that were talking about traffic and leads chasing you and no longer having to bug family and friends, do you know what I thought of? Oh my gosh. More people need this. Who else doesn't want to bug their family and friends? Who else is ready to get out of MLM and network marketing? So even though I knew nothing about niche, I knew enough to know that there were people out there just like me that needed this information. So every single day I got out there and I talked to those people. I called out to those people. I let them know, hey, there is a solution if you're tired of bugging family and friends. And because I did that, I didn't start just talking about making money online. No, I spoke specifically about the way I viewed this product, who it was for, why I loved it. And if you're like me, that's why people could recognize they wanted to buy it too. Again, I hope this is helpful. So even when I didn't know a niche, again, I knew enough to talk to people that would likely see the same solution that I was seeing in it. I use the language that would connect us. And I talk to people that I believe were tired of MLM and network marketing just like I was tired of it. And guess what? They ate it up. They bought from me. These people didn't know me, but they knew I had something for them. I had something they could relate to. All right. So again, you want to make your first $10,000 fast and build a foundation to keep calling in your most ideal people, right? When you call in people that can hear you, that is how they can opt in on one day and become a buyer the next day or a buyer the same day. That's how you do everything faster in your business, right? You need help with that? Again, it's in the course. It's going to help you identify all of this in the course. Figure it out. It's in the course. All right, y'all, is it true everybody wants to make money out there? Yes, everybody wants more money. But if you think that just because you're in a money-making opportunity or whatever, right? Or just because you sell a weight loss product and everybody wants to lose weight so I can talk to everybody, you're just not going to make money the fastest. You got to create things, right, in an environment and content where people are like, wait a second, right? Did you just call my name, right? How did you know I've been thinking those thoughts? How do you know I sit on the edge of my bed with those thoughts every single night? How do you know I wake up in the middle of the night sweating profusely, right? Because this thought is on my mind. Like, how do you know these things? Because when people believe you know them, now they have the confidence this product is actually for me, right? They trust you. They like you. Everything's lining up. Everything makes sense. The buying decisions happen a lot faster, y'all. So when I talk about making money fast, I'm not here to talk about quick money. I'm here to talk about how you position your business so that you call in the sales faster, doing things in the right way. Not just for your first 10,000, but how do we get this happening consistently month after month after month after month? And believe it or not, when you get good at this and better at this, right, it can happen faster and faster and faster and faster, right, as the momentum grows and as the months go by. Who's excited about this? Like, as I'm sharing this, I'm like, I want to dive back in my business and fix some things, right? Because I'm telling you guys, like, this is the stuff if more people really understood and knew, right? The struggle would be lessened for so many people. But I feel like this is just the work that most people just don't want to do. They just I want something to promote. I want to do what I hear everyone else talking about. Right, that MRR thing, or this new $900 thing, or this new ebook over here, or this new MRR course, or this new $199 thing, or they gravitate to the idea. They gravitate to the allure, right? That's not what it's about, y'all. You're gonna make money when you figure things out for yourself. Hey, you keep these things in mind, you will make money. Right? Because these are the things that I keep in mind. And sometimes I'm like, girl, you have a boring business. But guess what? I rock steady. Because where can a girl like me go and grow the way that I've been able to grow these past, 5 months? Where? I'd rather have a boring business, right? Not following shiny object, but building my business based upon sound fundamentals every day of the week, right? Then you're going to pick one simple platform. You guys, it doesn't take a lot of platforms, right? One simple platform. That's all you need. A platform that you're going to call home. A platform where when someone discovers you and they come back, there's more information they're waiting for them, right? This is one reason. I mean, all the platforms are like this, but when you pick one platform and you get solid on your strategy on that platform, that is how we stay in front of people. Right? So it's like on YouTube, if someone discovers my video, right, and they log off of YouTube and they come back, the likelihood is YouTube's going to show them another video of mine, or they might see a community post that I put up. Like, I'm very intentional with the way that I do things, right, how I do things, because I know how YouTube performs, right? So when you pick one platform and you call it your home, right? And then with number 3, you create content to get yourself discovered daily. You don't have to create content daily on every platform. Every platform is different, right? But you're creating a content so you can be discovered daily by brand new people. All right. Right now, again, I get about 1,000 new people, right, that discover me every day on YouTube. That's huge. That's huge. That is what you want. All right. So I don't think about whether or not people are discovering me. I know they're discovering me. Right. Y'all check this out. Right. Last month, I shared how I was averaging about 300 to 350 opt-ins to my email list a month. Again, we're at the 16th of the month. I've already gotten 306 opt-ins this month. That's what momentum does. I'm not doing anything extra. I haven't changed up anything. It's momentum. It's because in January, I had less content working for me. Now it's May, and I have all of this content I've done from January to now, right? That not only got me traffic initially, but a lot of my content is still getting me views every single day. Y'all, that is what this is about. Not all platforms do that for you, but YouTube does, right? So where I was averaging like 300 to 350 opt-ins a month, halfway through the month, I already have 306 opt-ins. So I'm telling you, this works. Hey, you go first. You get committed first. You invest in yourself first. You go through the training. You really set things up. You get intentional, right? Your business will begin to create this kind of momentum. So do you see why? Like, I don't mind telling you financially how well I'm doing, because I'm more than happy to sit here and have a real conversation and real chit chat about what it really takes, right? So you can get excited about the money, know that it's possible, right? But then you got to put your big girl or big boy pants on and decide, am I going to be responsible? Am I going to go ahead and invest in myself? Am I going to get this training? Am I going to get things set up like this? Am I going to treat my business like a business? Or am I going to still just sit there hoping, wishing, and praying, right? That's something will take off for me. Right? You have so much control to change your situation if you'll just get your hands on the right information that can actually help you. All right. I'm telling you, y'all should be excited, right? Because it's right there for you. All of us are always just a decision away from changing things around. I promise you, just a decision away. All right. So then you're going to create content to be discovered daily. All right. Again, how fastest way to make $10,000, your first $10,000. All right. And then as you're doing this, you're also building the foundation, right, for your continuous growth. So then it's not just about, oh, I made my first $10,000 in 60 days. Right now it's a test of, okay, how fast can you make your next $10,000? All right. Are we going to do it in 45 days instead of 60? Right? And once you do it in 45 days, okay, are we going to do it in 40 days? Are we going to do it in 30 days? Are we going to do it in 3 weeks? Are we going to do it in 2 months? Those are the games that I play with myself, right? I have these trackers that I use and I love them. They're physical. They get me looking, right? This is one part tracker from, this is from, what month are we in right now? I think I got my wrong one out here. This says May. This was April. I'm sorry. But I love the physical trackers, right? It's because I get to have an eye on my business. I get to see what's really going on. Like, it keeps me in the game. It keeps me going. It keeps me doing the right things, right? So like, these are the games I create for myself. Okay, how do I condense time frames? And y'all, I want to just tell you, condensing time frames is not about like, okay, like doing more work in smaller time frames. It literally, what I'm finding for me, it's all on momentum. It's doing the stuff that gets the impact, that makes a difference, and that allows to build over time. Right? So in January, I had less content working for me. Right now, I have all of this content working for me. Right? Where much of it again is getting me new eyeballs every single day, new leads every single day, sales every single day. Right? That's what you have to look forward to. All right. So then as you're creating your content to grow your audience on a daily basis of brand new people, right? And to reconnect with people, right, that are still watching your content, because believe me or not, that makes a difference, right? You also want to be growing your own email list, all right? So you want to grow your own email list. Like right now, Veronica is someone I'm working with as a part of my Boxer mentorship. And we've been working really, really tough on her YouTube channel. And the video she just uploaded 2 days ago, Veronica has like 120 subscribers now, but this video, it has gotten almost 400 views in like the past 2 days. And that's fantastic, right? However, right, she's getting opt-ins. And so like, I use that as a teaching moment. I'm like, we're not going to sit here and celebrate these views. That's fantastic, right? But the money's going to come because now we're automatically thinking about the next video you're going to do, right? Because the opt-ins that you've got, we've got to keep those opt-ins coming. The more opt-ins that you get, right? We know now the sales are imminent, right? Where people end up messing up is they'll do this great video, they'll get a handful of opt-ins, they won't make any sales, this doesn't work, they stop doing the videos. No, that's exactly where you're supposed to be, right? So now we do the next video, right? And then guess what? You get a next batch of opt-ins, and maybe within that, right, like you've gotten a bigger enough number where now a sale pops, and now we can begin to figure out your numbers, right? So where most people mess up is they don't work this entire system, right? They're not hedging the bets. They're not giving themselves enough. They're not doing enough. They're not setting themselves up. And so like, I got so excited when she told me about her opt-ins, and I'm like, yes, like this is exactly where you need to be, because I know from experience, that's where the sales will end up popping, right? So it's like everything we do, we're setting off a series of events. It's not just we go do the reels, we do the TikToks, and we do the videos. Where are the sales? Well, did you get any opt-ins? Did you grow your email list? Well, you didn't. Well, the sales probably aren't likely, right? So we do things in a certain way. They set off a series of events, right? And we actually have clues now that sales are more likely, right? This is the stuff more people need to know when they're first getting started, because so many people grow weary. They bow out. They give up, right? They buy into, I listen to a lot of the messages that are out there. Y'all, it's not a 2-hour workday for most people. When you're learning, you don't have your stuff finessed enough to talk about a 2-hour workday, right? Like a lot of these things are out there. They make it seem too easy. It's not the reality, right? Again, one of my friends on Instagram, right, who's done like almost $2 million in less than a year selling an MRR course, right? I was in her mentorship. She works like 6 to 7 hours a day. Why? Because she has a business that's built correctly, where she has great customer support. She supports her customers, right? Like hers is built on Instagram, so she does some DM work, but she's very real. And I think when people, again, they set their bar low, right? Oh, I'm only going to work 2 hours a day. And then when results don't happen after 2 hours, they don't speculate on everything else they're likely not doing. So I really hope by giving you an honest assessment and a rundown, like you realize, like none of this is by chance. My results aren't by chance. It definitely is orchestrated. I put things in motion, right, to get these kind of results. And I know that anyone that decides, you know what, I'm serious about earning $10,000, right, as fast as possible. I want to do it in the next 60 days, or I want to do it in the next 45 days. You take things seriously and do what I'm outlining for you here, right? That can be a reality for you. I know maybe this is too much real talk. It's too heavy. Y'all, but this is a real business that we're building. This is not foo-foo. It's not pie in the sky. This is not biz-op junk. This is not, shiny object. This is you building a whole empire that can literally change your life. Right? Full of money that can be helpful and useful for your retirement, for the betterment of your life, your lifestyle, whatever you need. But you've got to go first. And I just want to show up no matter how it's got to come out to get you to realize the gravity of all of this. There's a lot of crap out there, right? But then there's this, where you do this. You just can't fail. You just can't fail. And then you focus on bettering yourself as you go. So you want to make sure you build an email list. All right. Your email list is going to give you another opportunity to make more sales. All right. Because your email list is going to have a welcome campaign attached to it. So as people opt in, they're automatically every single day learning more about your business, your practice, what you have to offer. It's indoctrinating them. It's building know, like, and trust, right? And then you're going to learn about email marketing, right? How to personally email your list, tell stories, share journeys, share your experience, right? Leading to number 5, okay? You want to make your first $10,000 fast? Give call to actions every single day through all of your content and all of your emails and all of your business doings. You should not go to bed at night, any night, if you're creating content and building a business, knowing you have not given a call to action, right? If you're doing videos or reels or TikToks, any kind of video content, every single video content, there should be a call to action. People should know what you're selling and how to get more information on what it is that you're selling. If you're posting in your YouTube community, they should know where to go to get more information. If you're doing shorts, they should know where to go get more information. If you're doing reels or TikToks, they should know where to go or what to do to get more information. When you're sending emails, they should know where to click to go learn and get more information. No matter what business activities you're doing on a daily basis, people should always know exactly what you're selling and where to go to get more information from them for themselves. You add all of this up, all of this activity, right? It adds up, because here's the thing, write this down. This is going to save you. You never know. You never know when someone just might have watched a couple of your videos on YouTube. They hop off, they come back, and now a community post pops up. And for whatever reason, they're like, yes, that's exactly what I need to hear. Let me go get started. And they're able to click right there, right? Dial in and go get started. You never know, right? I make so many sales because of my emails, right? How many of y'all are out there where you have received my emails and it was because of an email where you're like, yep, today's the day, right? I just had someone that purchased the course a couple of days ago. Right? And they're like, I've been receiving your emails, I've been watching your videos, and I just decided today's the day, right? Because I sent another email. I don't know, right? You never know. You got to hedge the bets. You got to be the one showing up the best and the most inside of your business, because you got to make the assumption. Here's a mindset tweak, you guys. You got to make the assumption. If they're watching, if they're reading, if they're there, they're interested. They do want to buy. Right? You've got to help them make the buying decision. Number 6. Okay, here's the tough one, you guys. Here's the tough one. You got to give yourself a minimum commitment of 1 year. 1 year with the plan. Not just 1 year of being online. Not 1 year of being in 12 different opportunities over the course of a year. 1 year of working the plan. 1 year of talking to that niche. 1 year of contributing content to YouTube or whatever platform, whatever your strategy ends up being. 1 year on that platform. 1 year of creating content, right, in a very constructive, routine way, right? And then learning from the process. 1 year of building your email list. 1 year of talking to those people on your email list. Right? 1 year of giving call to actions to that digital product or to that thing that you believe in. 1 year, right? What could happen to your business, right? If you focus on those things every single day, every single week, you hone them, you mastered them, right? You did not give up. What could happen in your business? Most people can't say that they've even given this kind of consideration, right? A total of a month. Consistent. And you guys, I know this because there are people I work with closely that struggle with just doing this consistently for a month, because sometimes we got to work up here, right? Don't matter what it looks like right now. Stay focused here. Some of the biggest success stories I've heard out there are people that are like, yeah, I was posting for 5 months straight before I made my first sale. I was posting for 3.5 weeks before I made my first sale. And now I've made $120,000 in 4 months. I've heard so many stories like that. Consistency, commitment. You guys, $10,000, again, one digital product, deciding to learn from it, from the information sake, from the training sake, from the instruction sake. And if you decide to turn around and sell it as the product that you want to get started with, right? Because it's the path of least resistance. Like if you don't have anything to sell, you don't know what you want to sell. Do we want to go tuck away for 6 months trying to figure that out? Or do we want to go and make, $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 over the next several months? Honing our skills, learning the business of online business, learning digital marketing, and offering this course to other people. If you do, right, 20 customers is $10,000. Just 20 people that are already out there searching for a way to make money online, searching for the answer, searching for a solution, searching for a way to get off the struggle bus, searching for a way to supplement their retirement, searching for a way, right, to get out of nursing because they can barely walk anymore, searching for a way. When you know that they're out there, it makes it really, really difficult not to get out there and share this information with other people. If you want to help people, like making money is all about helping people. You got to sell them something to help them. Right? It's not just presenting the information. That's the problem with these platforms. Right? Oh, you're just selling your course. Yes, I'm selling my course. Do you think I'm going to spend my weeks giving you free information for the sake of free information? No. That's like going to a drugstore and saying, you're just here to sell me drugs. Yeah, you're doggone right. What else do you think I'm here for? So you can learn about the drugs? So you can read the labels? No, I'm here to sell you the drugs that you need. Right? Same thing with our channel. Same thing with our content. We're here to help people that want to be helped. We're here to meet people that are looking for the information. And hundreds of thousands of people every single month come right to YouTube specifically, searching for ways to make money online, searching for how to make money with digital products, looking up information on digital marketing courses, wanting to learn about digital marketing. How do I know this? Because I do the research in my business. It's how I create my content. I know what people are searching for. I create the content based upon what I know people are searching for. Hundreds of thousands of people a month. Can you connect with 20? I want to make this just seem ridiculous to you, right? So that you can't get this off your mind tonight. I don't want you to be able to sleep. I want you to go to work tomorrow annoyed that there is a better way. The better way was shared with you. Because that's the stuff that got me annoyed when I was building my business while working my job. I'm like, grateful for the chat, right? But I'm like, I can make this doing X, Y, Z in my business. I want you to think that way. I don't want you to quit your job, right? But I want you to create the results that you want to create. I want you to begin making the money, right, that you want to make. So again, y'all, the fastest way to your first $10,000 with this one digital product, right, is to get your booty in motion. You decide how fast you want to make this happen. How fast can you begin to take these steps? How fast can you begin to put these things together? And believe it or not, y'all, everything that I broke down here is within the first few sections that I talked about inside of the course. The fundamentals, setting up automation, and marketing. You'll not only learn these, but you'll begin to hone them and you'll move into a space of mastering them. And you'll likely make your first, again, I'm talking to the person that's serious. I'm talking to me many years ago. You'll likely make your first $10,000 before you reach a level of mastery. It took me many, many years to master, but I got good at this stuff really quickly. Why? Because I enjoyed connecting with people. I enjoyed sending emails. I enjoyed writing emails. I enjoyed doing my videos. I enjoyed connecting with people and talking to people and sharing what I had. I enjoyed the aspect of selling, right? And people could feel that. People could tell that I wanted to help. So guess what? They took great joy in buying from me. If you want to be a digital marketer, right? Be a digital marketer. You know, I'm going to use this person as an example. Like, I love it because, you know, working with Veronica and just seeing what she does, it's like she's chosen YouTube. YouTube's her platform. I'm helping her with, you know, get better with her videos so she understands, you know, again, how to be more intentional and just how to get her videos where she needs them to be. And clearly it's working off. It's paying off, right? But it's like, I notice, like, I'll post something in my YouTube community, right? And I'll notice a day or two later, like, she posts something very similar. And I love it. It makes me smile because what I see is me many years ago. Like, that's what I did. The people that I love to learn from, it's like I always say, right? When you move, when I move, you move, right? When the people I admire did something, I did it too. If it worked for them, okay, I'm gonna do it too, right? Not true copying, right? But I saw what they were doing. I'm like, okay, well, I guess I better do that too. They talked about something. Well, I guess I better talk about that too. Like, that to me, was the best way to learn. You guys, so I want to invite you. I want to invite you to get the information in your hands. I want to invite you, all right, to stop being an onlooker, right? You can decide to make the changes. You can decide to make the shift. No matter what your age, no matter where you are right now, like, you can decide to start doing things right to get the results that you want. And I don't care where you've been, how many mistakes you've made, what you've invested in the past. I don't care if you have the course right now, you've done nothing with it, right? You can start logging in right now and you can start righting that wrong and getting things right for yourself, right? I don't care, again, if you feel like you've made bad investments in the past, right? You can decide right now that you're going to give yourself a fresh start, that you're going to invest in something that's worthwhile, that's going to help you learn as well as earn. And based upon even what I shared here, you should have confidence that you have everything that you need to help you in getting set up. That inside the course, you're going to learn in depth about all of these things, coupled with my mentorship, right? Like, literally, if I'm talking to me of many years ago, you cannot fail. Like, everything is here to help you get set up for online business success, to help you learn the business of online business, to help you develop these amazing digital marketing skills so that you can forever write your own check. Right? That is what this is about. So when you decide to invest in the course, again, you're getting an entire 28 module course. If they were to sell every single module, which are really like mini courses, they could easily charge $100 or more for every single module. That alone, right, would bring the course to $2,800. Instead, we get to sell it for $500. We get to sell it as our own, not as an affiliate, right? Not as a network marketer, right? We get to sell it as our own because it has the master resale rights. So when someone buys the course from you, which again, in our course, we help you set it up, every aspect of it, step by step, we help you set it up. When someone buys the course from you, because you're going to learn marketing, you're going to learn all these things, and they decide to buy the course from you, right? That $500 comes instantly and directly to you through PayPal, through Stripe. It hits your bank account, right? Even if they pay with Klarna or Afterpay, you get all the money up front. Afterpay and Klarna and Affirm, they handle the payment plans. You don't have to be bothered with that. You don't have to worry about the aspects of that. We help you set all of those things up, right? But the money comes instantly and directly to you. This is your course now that you get to sell as your own, right? So first you're going to learn, then you're going to get set up, then you're going to begin your marketing, and then you're going to turn right back around and really begin to move into honing, right, and mastering your skills as you're setting up your daily marketing plan so you can get to that money faster. All right. And then when you purchase the course, right, you also get my mentorship as a bonus, right? Every single Tuesday, you can pop in my Zoom room, right, with the other members, ask questions, get guidance, get feedback, be supported, just to know that you're not in this all by yourself. If you need help in getting set up, you have a question, whatever, you have a question about your marketing, it doesn't matter, right? You pop in there and I'm there every Tuesday, right, to help you on this journey. All right. You also get access to my mentorship hub where there's additional resources. You can copy my funnel share code. I have email marketing swipe copies in there for you, content ideas, additional trainings and lessons, and all kinds of stuff in there, right? Again, to support you on your journey, right? And then we also do a monthly training / hangout where we do a deep dive on a particular topic or particular subject, right? And then I open up the Zoom, right, for anyone to ask questions. We kind of just hang out and just have a really, really great time connecting, right? So you get all of that as a bonus, right, when you decide to get started by purchasing the course with me. All right. I really, really hope that this helped you, right? Because I'm one of these people where I do believe you can accomplish great things really, really fast, because I'm one of those people. And so I just want to make the assumption that I'm talking to someone that's just like me, that wants to know what's possible and that just needs to know the steps because you're willing to follow the steps. Y'all, and that's all that I needed when I first got started, is to know that other people were out there doing some wild stuff. That's all that I needed to know. They were doing some wild stuff. It was working. And then if I did it right, I could look forward to results as well, because I've always believed anything is possible. Right? So this doesn't have to take you forever. Right? You can decide to get on the fast track if you decide to start doing things in a certain way. So it doesn't matter how long you've been on the struggle bus. It doesn't matter how long you've been figuring this out. It doesn't matter how long you've been in the game, right? It matters how long you're going to decide to start doing things right. And you can change things around so doggone quickly, right? As you've heard what I've done just this year alone. And it's only getting better and better every single week, right? Every single month, better and better. So I'm going to keep showing up, sharing my experiences, sharing my results, and kicking down the knowledge, right? To help you get this for yourself, right? I promise you, hand on heart, I will never share my results. I will never talk about what's happening for me without telling you exactly how I'm doing it for myself, so that you can model it as well. That's the business model, right? That I've bought into. A model where if someone is inspired by the work I'm doing, they're inspired by the results I'm getting, they want to do business my way, that they can invest and learn everything that I know. They can invest and have everything that I have. They can invest and sell what it is that I sell. Then none of this has to be a mystery. You don't have to wonder how I know all this stuff or how I do all this stuff. You can come on the inside and get it for yourself. You can sell the exact same course that I sell, right? To be able to make this kind of money for yourself. And then you can go on to make money in a lot of different ways as well, if you decide to later down the road. It's entirely up to you. Carla says, I'm searching, but too scared. Like right there, it's like, I got to say, then it's until you decide not to be scared, like nothing's probably going to make sense to you, because I've wasted so much money. I hope what I just shared, I didn't even see your comment, but I hope it could like touch you some kind of way. Right? On courses and only get a video to watch, but you're so real. How much for your one-on-one mentorship? So I don't offer one-on-one mentorship outside of my community. So when you decide, and I'll just share this, when you decide to invest in the course, you get access to my mentorship community. All right. So like on Tuesdays, you can pop in, and anyone that pops in on Tuesday, you get heard. Like, I don't even care if I stay longer. Lately, we've been staying longer because the community is growing, right? And so everyone there that has a question gets to ask their question. They get their ample time, even if we've got to come back around for second and third questions, right? So you definitely get to get heard. You definitely get your questions. Like, I talk to you one-on-one when we're in there. But once you're in the course, right, once a month, I open up one-on-one mentorship in my Voxer room. And that's at a deeply discounted investment, but it's only for those that are actually in the course. So welcome, you're in. Yay, I'm excited. So if you got started, look for an email from me that'll be welcoming you and making sure you get access to the Mentorship Hub. You can hop on office hours this coming Tuesday. And towards the end of the month, I'll send out another email to all members, letting them know X amount of spots are open for one-on-one mentorship. It's getting kind of hairy now, because those that are already in, oftentimes they just end up getting first dibs, because they're like, reserve my spot for next month. But I won't say the investment here, but it's Veronica will tell you, it's ridiculously discounted. It's crazy. And when I look at the results Veronica is getting, like, it gives me great joy that I get to work with people that are willing to invest just a little bit more to get that one-on-one access to help them with the breakthroughs that they need. Because I'm telling you, like, Veronica's like right on the cusp, right, of making those consistent sales inside of her business, right? Because she's just fine-tuning things that she really wants to fine-tune. I do, Devon, I do offer Klarna and Afterpay. So when you go to my website, you go to the checkout page. If you scroll down below the actual order form, you'll see a button that says payment plan options or pay later options. If you click on that button, it'll take you over to Stripe, and you'll see the options there to pay with Klarna and or Afterpay. Yep, so those are both there. And guess what? You're going to learn how to get that set up for yourself as well. inside of the course also, which is fantastic. I always tell people learning how to get those things set up was worth the investment all by itself to me, because I never knew it could be that easy. And all these years, I assumed the risk for all of my payment plans. And so if someone defaulted, which didn't happen a lot, but if they defaulted, like I felt like a horrible person, right? Going after them for my money, right? Or just taking the L. And with this, we don't have to. Right. So we get to do business like the pros, right? And be able to have like these really great options set up that we can forever use with anything that we want to sell, because now it's a skill set, right? And a knowledge base that you have that you can deploy inside of your business anytime that you want. Veronica says it has been well worth it. Should have been thousands, but we are so blessed to have a person who really cares that we succeed. Absolutely. Absolutely. And you guys, like, this is a course, and I do offer the mentorship. So I always tell people, like, this isn't like a business opportunity. It's not a network marketing thing where it's like your success, depends upon me. No, your success depends upon what you decide to get out of the course and out of your mentorship opportunity. Like, I'm not one of those people. I'm not going to be, saying, oh, like my student made X amount of money. No, because you bought a course. Right? Like, the course is your foundation. Your course is the fundamental. My mentorship is an accelerant, right? Like, I'm just not one of those people where I'm going to walk around bragging, because the fact of the matter is, you get your hands on the course, like, you literally can decide to change your life. I just have a lot of years of experience. And so I love to be able to help in this way by being an accelerant and adding those levels of clarity as you're going through the course, right? To help you go even faster. So I celebrate people that are in fact doing well, because I love like playing that small of a role in all their success. But the fact of the matter is, it's deciding to follow these steps, right? It's deciding to do the work. It's deciding to get ourselves set up. It's deciding to invest in ourselves, believe in ourselves, and know that does this work? No, are we going to work? Right? Because it's information. How are you going to apply this information to get the results that you desire? All right. So Carla says she's in. Look forward to meeting you on our next community Zoom, which is this coming up Tuesday. Devon, it looks like you're on your way to being in as well. So if you have any questions, just let me know. But for anyone here, you can click the link down below in the description, goprowithsteph.com. I do accept PayPal. I do accept debit and credit card, and we do accept Afterpay and Klarna. And you'll see all of that, all those options on the actual order form page. Once you get started, you'll automatically get a welcome email from me, right? Please just hit reply on that welcome email and confirm your best email so I can plug you into the mentorship community ASAP. And what I recommend is watch the welcome video, right? And that's going to guide you through logging into the course, right? And getting off to a really, really fast start. All right. What I would encourage, feel free to go back, watch this again, right? And follow the steps that I outlined, right? To help you get a very, very fast start, to help you dive into the training, to help you get set up, right? With your system, right? To get you in the flow of marketing, right? And then from there, set up a plan where every week you're dedicating a couple of hours out of the week, right, to brushing up and or learning your skills. We want to make sure that we get that marketing aspect in place sooner versus later, because that's how you're going to begin to build momentum right out the gate. Trust me, you can learn, get set up, begin marketing, and you can start doing all of this together. You don't have to go through the course you don't have to wait months and months to begin marketing, because what I've discovered is that when you put off the marketing for months and months and months, it is harder to start. When you leverage the excitement of diving in, beginning to learn, getting set up, and like leveraging your journey, which is what I did. There's so much excitement in sharing your journey as you're going through the process. And that's one of the regrets I hear a lot of people say, Steph, I wish that I would have shared my journey as I was going through the process, right? Because I had so much excitement that I would love to have shared as I was getting started. And that's what I leveraged when I first got started many years ago. That's why so many people wanted to buy from me, because they're like, what's going on? Like, what is she so excited? What is this thing that I've got to see? So much can be said of genuine excitement. Thank you so much for your generosity. Just discovered your channel and binged all of your videos today. Wow, you had a lot of time on your hands, but I love hearing that. Yes. That's exactly what I have this channel set up for. And I'm glad that I could create the kind of content that made you want to binge. I was getting ready to sign up with someone today, but I connected with you. I am in. Y'all, I can't make this up, y'all. That's why we do what we do. That is in itself is a huge learning opportunity right there, right? We are the reasons that people make the buying decisions. Devon, you're going to be the reason why someone makes that same decision with you, because you're going to get out there and you're going to set your business up to be irresistible and for you to be the go-to person for another person, whether it's with the course or with something else you want to sell, right? Like, y'all, I'm telling you, I walk the walk. And I do pride myself on being an example, because this is what I needed when I was getting started, right? Is I gleaned off of what was working for other people that I looked up to, and I copied and modeled what it was that they did, right? Carla says, same here, Devon, something about stop. And I love hearing that. Love. And believe it or not, it helps me so much to keep going, to realize, right, that again, like, you binge my videos today. Like, that's just crazy to me, because I know my videos are long, but I love hearing that. Again, huge confirmation to keep just doing what it is that I'm doing, right? And y'all, what do I always say? Every single one of your buyers is already out there. Long before you start creating the content, they're already out there. So you create the content knowing that they're out there, right? So when the Devon comes along, guess what? They can binge. They can get what it is that they need. They can make the buying decision they need to make. Y'all, that's what you learn in the course. That's what you learn right through mentorship, right? I'm going to help you learn how to be, right, that kind of person in your business. If you show up and you're here for it, right, like, that's what I'm going to help you be, all right? So yay, I'm so super excited. So for anyone else that's ready to get started, again, the link is down below in the description, goprowithsteph.com. At a minimum, go get the information in your hands. If you have any questions, hit reply. If you've been on the fence, if you've been on my list, like I said in my email today, if the course is in your shopping cart, if you've clicked the sales page a gazillion times, if you've been saying, I should do this, like let's just go ahead and get started, because we don't want the time to tick away, right? And us go backwards. Like, let's start making progress. Let's get the course. Let's log in, right? Let's start going through the training. Let's get set up, right? Let's get on the path of marketing, right? Let's start leveraging this doggone information to better our financial situation sooner versus later. All right, y'all, I am here for you. I'm so glad that you hung out with me tonight. Again, I shared information with you guys tonight that I would have loved to have heard many, many years ago when I was first getting started. And I really hope that it could inspire you and empower you, right, to go ahead and get on this journey for yourself. Because even though we're in the 5th month of the year, there's so much time, right, for you to do something transformational in your life this year, right? If you decide to take digital marketing and selling digital products very, very seriously. All right, you guys, welcome aboard Carla, welcome aboard Devon, and welcome aboard anyone else that decides to get started. I look so forward to meeting you on our next office hours and ultimately celebrating your success. You guys have a fantastic night, and I really, really hope that each and every one of you guys are leaving better than when you came. Good night, you guys.